Hi, my name is Danya Shakfeh, and I'm a business attorney in Oak Brook, Illinois. Today I'm going to talk to you about earnout agreements. What is an earnout agreement? It is a way for buyers and sellers to move forward with the sale of a business. It is a way for the seller to get paid. There are multiple ways that a seller can get paid, either that the buyer can just pay cash, or the buyer can get a loan, or there can be seller financing. The earnout agreement is sort of like a seller financing, but there are certain revenue benchmarks that are included in the purchase terms. And typically the terms will last 1 to 3 years. So for example, if a buyer and seller agree to a purchase price of $1 million paid in monthly installments, but certain installments are contingent upon the business hitting certain revenue targets, those installments may increase or decrease. So why would buyers and sellers enter into an earnout agreement? Well, first of all, on the buyer side, it is a great way for the buyer to mitigate their risk. Because earnout agreements are more common when the economy is volatile and there's uncertainty, the buyer may feel that buying a business is risky, or if there is specific risks or unknowns in that specific business. On the seller side, it's a way to get paid. As I just said, earnout agreements are more common when the economy is more volatile. And so sometimes sellers may feel like that's really one of the main options, if not the only option, to make sure that their business is sold. Now, what are the risks of an earnout agreement? Well, first of all, they can be complicated to negotiate because of the nature. How do you calculate those benchmarks? Who gets to decide the benchmarks? Of course, the seller often believes that their business is doing a lot better than they think it is, and the buyer really wants to focus on mitigating their risk. But even if the buyer and seller can get past that, another risk is that even after closing, the buyer and seller may have different interpretations about whether the revenue benchmarks were met. And so that could cause a dispute after the sale of the business. Another risk is that the seller may blame the buyer's management instead of circumstances outside of the buyer's control for a decrease in the revenue. And so who gets to decide why performance increased or decreased? And so these are the basics of the earnout agreement and the pros and cons and the risks. If you have any questions about buying a business using an earnout agreement, you can give my office a call at 630-517-5529 or contact us via email at danya@motivalaw.com.